Inspired.
Let's go. You should feel your chest, your shoulders, your biceps. It's a lot. Come on, we're gonna get ready for 2021. It's gonna be a great year. Bring it down. I'm only competing against who I was yesterday, and I'm gonna be stronger than her. You put all the work into your inner thighs. Work those inner thighs. Work that booty. Yeah.
So, day 1 of the Hot Girl Summer Challenge by Blogilates. So the way this challenge worked is that you have 6 days of work and 1 day of technically rest, but it's like a mandatory 30-minute walk. And starting off, I was kind of excited. I didn't really know what to expect. It had been a while since I had done any kind of consistent exercise, but I was kind of ready for it. And she did not disappoint. I'm not sure if it was because of the fact that I just had not had any kind of exercise done in a while, but I was tired. Before I even get into that, what exactly is a hot girl summer? So, according to Urban Dictionary, it's basically a summer full of fun. Coach Meg, aka Megan Thee Stallion, said, just being you, just having fun, it's turning up, driving the boat, and not giving a damn about what nobody's saying. So, what does that mean for us in this challenge? I guess me to be particular. Honestly, I had no expectations of some amazing transformation after 2 weeks only. I was just trying to build a foundation of exercise and fitness so that I could carry myself into some long-term goals for health and wellness, and I could reach my goals sooner rather than later. I felt like this challenge would be a really good starting point for me, and it absolutely was. It challenged me more than I expected it to, but that just showed me how much I had to improve my fitness and stamina because it was really barely there. You guys, I was not doing anything at all. So that's one thing I can say. If you're a beginner, I would highly recommend doing this challenge. Honestly, this first workout was really challenging for me, partly because I hadn't gotten enough sleep. I got about 6 and some hours, I think. So that was hard, and I wasn't sure how I was going to get through the workout. But just finishing it was a big accomplishment, and I'm really glad I did it because that's just one of those things, one of those things you remember. So yeah, I'm glad I at least completed the workout. Okay. That workout was much harder than I wanted it to be, but I expected it to be not that enjoyable. Well, I like the workout, the moves, but it was hard. I was extremely exhausted. Probably didn't get enough sleep doing a workout like this. Might take pre-workout tomorrow. I don't know, it depends on how you feel because there's cardio tomorrow. I don't like cardio. But it was good. It was a good workout in itself. I'm glad I finished it. It took me an hour to finish it instead of 30 minutes because I kept pausing because I felt like I was gonna so tired. Exhausted, not fatigued, muscle fatigue, no actual exhaustion. So even though I got 6.5 hours last night, which clearly isn't enough. So anyway, but I did like the workout, and that's day 1 finished. Thank God. So we'll see how day 2 goes in terms of exercise. Day 2. Honestly, just getting on the mat and doing this workout in itself, just coming back another day, was an accomplishment for me. So day 2 was pretty good, but I was already starting to feel like this challenge was a little lower body heavy because my legs were really sore from the day before, and then we were doing complete legs again, kind of, and I was like, because personally I love training upper body, and I was looking forward to some arm stuff, but I just went with it. And yeah, I did my best. The workouts were not bad. On this day, she had us doing, I believe it was 2 different workouts. One of them was 20 minutes long, one was 10 minutes long, because each day is supposed to be 30 minutes, which I didn't mention before, but that is the case. So yeah, it was not bad, and it was manageable. I didn't feel like it was impossible for me to do. And I feel like doing stuff that you can manage is also really important, and I feel like it's an underrated aspect of starting fitness. Challenging yourself is definitely extremely important, but also doing something that you can actually do is important too. You shouldn't be out here doing CrossFit and stuff when you can barely get off the couch, you know, like, let's be realistic, guys. One thing I will say is that some of the moves are kind of awkward. Like that move right there when I had to put one leg crossed over the other and then lift the leg that was on the ground flat. It was awkward, and I appreciate like what it does for you, but yeah, that's one thing I will say about some of her moves. They can really challenge it for beginners because you have to move your body in a way that's not natural, and as someone that hasn't been exercising much, just that in itself can be really discouraging. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, look at all this stuff behind me. Just ignore it. Okay, so I feel way better than I felt yesterday. Yeah, I actually got through the workout. I didn't do every single rep, but I did every single move as best as I felt I could, and I'm proud of that. Yeah, and I don't feel like I'm gonna pass out now. Like, I feel like I can get up and go clean up and get on my day, but yeah, it was good, and I enjoyed it. So day 2 is done. So far so good, and yeah, another day on the mat. Glad I did it. I don't really know. Is there anything else? The workouts were good. I'll put like my opinions on like the workouts and everything at the end. But so far, really, I mean, I usually enjoy her workouts, so it's nothing new. But yeah, energy-wise, I feel a lot better. Even though I claimed I got less sleep, I feel better, so that's good. No, she's in the bathroom. Bro, there's something in my hair.
Yeah, I know I look good. Yeah, I look fly. Baby,
Day 3. So at this point, I was kind of getting used to like the structure of her workouts. I wasn't too excited for this one, I'm not gonna lie, because this was one of the new workouts she made for this challenge specifically. And considering how the last one went, I was not that excited, but it was not that bad. It was somewhat enjoyable. I like that we used resistance fans. It's one of my favorite pieces of workout equipment. And again, it was a doable workout. I personally feel like I did enjoy that. I like that it was 30 minutes each day, but I feel like it was better when it was just one video instead of having to go between, like, going from one video to another, because I feel like it just makes it easier, like, to digest one chunk at a time instead of 2 different chunks that are different sizes. But that's just me. Yeah, another thing I'll say about the structure of the workout, of the challenge, is that I don't think it's very realistic. As much as I like Blogilates and I like a lot of her workouts, especially for beginners, and Pilates, I feel like Pilates is very cool and it's highly respectable and it's very challenging. I don't like the way she structured it because it feels kind of like a fad challenge on purpose. I feel like going from no exercise to 7 days a week, even if it's just for 2 weeks, can lead to burnout and possible boredom, because for the 2 weeks of this challenge, you're just repeating each week. You're just repeating the first week in the second week. So it's nothing new. And, that can lead to boredom. And some of the moves are the same. So, yeah, that's definitely something I'm not a fan of.
When you stick by yourself. Yeah, I know I look good. Yeah, I look fly. Baby, I'm just your type. I'm a baddie. I'm a
Hey, this is the hair removing look today. I had not for yesterday, which is like so round and I feel like it was the best thing ever, but you know, shrunk, and then that explains that. So the fit today, let me just walk you guys through the fit really quickly. Crop top, I guess. This is what I was wearing to lounge in. So, and then my basic track pants. And that's what I'm wearing today. I'm just starting to get into day 5 today. For me, again, my goal always with these workouts is just to get through it, get through the whole thing. For now, it's like, I just want to be able to say, you know, I did it. And maybe I didn't do every single rep of every single exercise, and that's fine. As long as I did some of each exercise, that's really all that matters to me. And every little move is progress. That didn't sound too cheesy. But anyway, okay, let's get into this. Let's get into it, guys. I thought going into this challenge that arms would be my favorite day because in the past they had been. I love bicep curls, tricep dips, tricep extensions, shoulder presses, all that good stuff. But I really learned to enjoy like the whole shebang, if you will, like the whole damn thing, you know? I really learned to enjoy squats, even though I hadn't before. And that accomplishment of being able to sink deeper into them, especially if I like someone like me that started with tight hips, was really great. I started to enjoy abs more, and they used to be my favorite thing, but then they stopped being so that was fun. And I really love her creativity when it comes to using body weight to challenge your muscles, because I feel like a lot of times there's this focus on weights and like resistance bands, and some people just aren't able to access those things. I think it's so important that there are options out there that focus on body weight, because you can do so much with just your body. Like your body is your greatest, you know, tool aside from like your brain, which is still in your body. So it's really just your body. I love the variation, and yeah, definitely some of these moves, although they could get repetitive, like as you get into the second week, I like that there was some variety. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It took me 4 weeks to complete a 2-week challenge, and that's because I was being patient with myself. I understood that I hadn't come from a background of working out consistently, and I was just giving myself some time to grow. But the goal for me was really to finish it, and I did. Regardless of how long it took me, I finished the challenge. And that kind of brings me to my whole thing about a hot girl summer. We have this thing now where it's like, oh, to have a hot girl summer, you have to look a certain way and act a certain way and be a certain way and live a certain way. I don't think that's true. I think the best way to be and have the hottest summer possible is to honor your freaking self and be your freaking self. Until you do that, you're never going to be truly happy. Even though this program was not my favorite, I will say that it definitely helped me build a foundation for the future and for my body. Doing simpler moves and focusing a lot on things like squats and lunges, even though I hated lunges in the past, I've gained more balance. My abs have gotten stronger, my arms have gotten a little stronger, and that's just in 4 weeks. And I honestly feel like taking my time with the challenge helped me reap more benefits from it. You know, I gave my body and my mind some time to catch up, and I think that was honestly one of the biggest changing points for me, if you will. I definitely think that Blogilates, Cassie, knows how to challenge people, whether you're a beginner or intermediate, and I think she is popular for a reason. Like her stuff, even though maybe the programming isn't perfect all the time and isn't like absolutely amazing all the time, it definitely has something to it, and I feel like you can take something from it regardless of who you are if you pick the right video or program for yourself. And I feel like it's so important to allow yourself time to learn and grow. And take breaks. Take breaks if you need them. I would take an hour to do a half an hour workout because I needed the break, and I'm glad I gave my body that time to breathe. And that's one of the most important things I'm learning on this journey. Giving yourself time. Expecting perfection in the very beginning is totally unrealistic because you came from lacking a base pretty much if you're a beginner, or wherever it is that you came from. You need to give yourself time to adapt, and eventually your body will take you places that you never even imagined. But I feel like giving yourself that grace is so important and so freeing yourself from these expectations. And I'm not saying don't challenge yourself, but have patience and grace with yourself, because beating up on yourself is definitely not the way to go. And I'm glad that I know that now, because there's definitely a time in my life when I did not. Overall, this workout challenge is really good for beginners. I think that if you feel like 7 days is overwhelming, definitely split it up into 4 weeks if you have to. You can do 4 days 1 week, 3 days the next. The goal is to finish and to build a foundation for your future in fitness. I think that's the most important thing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you are trying to have the hottest summer you can while honoring and loving yourself. And I hope to see you in the next one. Stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as I'm going to be bringing more challenges to you in the future. And I'll see you all in the next one. Lots of love.